And now we're recording. All right. Hello, people. Welcome to this webinar. This is Luciano Canzanella and Eric Green. I'm here in Panama. Eric is in the United States. And today we're going to talk about all this information that you guys been waiting for regarding our amazing opportunity that is coming up, Crypto Pro Network, on the free launch, okay? And Eric has been in touch with the owner constantly, so I'm gonna give the microphone to him because he's got a lot, but I mean a lot of information to share, and I know all of you guys have been asking questions. So Eric, carry on, take over, please.
Okay, awesome. And first, I just want to say hey to everybody for hopping on here and taking time out of your schedule to see what's happening. It's huge, guys. It's huge, and I know you've probably heard that before about several different things in the crypto space when it comes to different platforms, when it comes to different ICOs and such. But this particular platform, I think, just from having regular conversations throughout the week. And just seeing where things are going when it comes to the development and how things are being positioned. I think a lot of people here are going to be able to finally not only be at the top of something huge, but generate lots and lots of Bitcoin going into the end of 2017, heading on to 2018. And but first, I just want to talk a little bit about Bitcoin because I know we probably have some newbies on here. And they probably are really not sure what Bitcoin really is and how things really work in the cryptocurrency space. So I'm going to touch on it just a little bit. As you know, Bitcoin was developed by someone because no one really knows who actually created Bitcoin, whether it's a group or individual by the name of Satoshi Nakamoto. And I know some people looked at my Facebook like, yours says I'm Satoshi. That's just a joke. I'm just being funny with it because nobody knows who Satoshi is. Believe me, if I was Satoshi, I would probably be doing this live in a secluded island that I purchased. So, but that's not the case, obviously. And, whoever this Satoshi is, apparently they just got sick and tired of the current situation and power that people had when it came to money. And in the development of putting this together, created an electronic payment system as we know as Bitcoin now. And a lot of people, they misunderstand the functionality of Bitcoin. They misunderstand the purpose of Bitcoin. Me personally, just from several different articles that I've read and things that I've kind of followed up on around the development, I think that these individuals implemented Bitcoin because they saw the way that things were going in society financially, and all of these people that had tremendous amount of power, that basically they had power because of their financial status. And Bitcoin offers that ability to everyone now, right? It doesn't matter where you are financially. If you purchased or got involved in Bitcoin in the beginning, as we saw, there's several millionaires and billionaires that were created just because of the price action that's taking place when it comes to Bitcoin. And I think that we're still in the infancy stages when it comes to Bitcoin in relation to value and the technology behind it. When I say the technology, I'm specifically talking about the blockchain technology because a lot of people really haven't even tapped into the blockchain technology yet when it comes to being able to control electronic devices and things of that nature. So there's a whole nother wave that's coming when it comes to Bitcoin and the blockchain technology, right? Myself and Luciano, we both have been able to create a lot of influence in the crypto space along with the education that we shared. And if you're one of those individuals that don't really know a lot about what's happening in the crypto space, definitely contact either one of us because we have education that's available for you that will teach you all of these things that we're going to be discussing. So just wanted to say that really quick. And, just to put it in physical terms, if someone was able to hold a Bitcoin, which obviously is not a physical item. You can't hold it. You can't touch it. It's not like paper money, but it would look probably something like this here, where I don't know if you can really see that.
Nice.
Yeah. And that's just an idea of what a Bitcoin will look like in its value today of hovering around, I think it dropped like $2,000 recently. It was currently at almost 8,000. We saw some market correction. It's hovering around 57 to 58 right now. It jumped up to like 6,000. So it's just like anything else when it comes to market placement. If you look at
61.87 as we speak.
Right, 61.87. So it's just like anything else when it comes to market value. If you look at some of the stocks and some of the Forex models and such, you see the price going up and down. Bitcoin is no different in that aspect in relation to value. It still is today the most valuable asset on the planet. All right, the most valuable asset on the planet is more valuable than gold, is more valuable than silver, palladium, and all these other different commodities and metals is more valuable as far as market cap and all of the coins together than some of the largest ones out there like PayPal. Right, it's completely blown that away as far as value is concerned when you do price correlation. So I think that we're definitely in the beginning stages. We're still in the infancy, even though Bitcoin has been around, for since 2009, 2000 or later 2008 going into 2009. Since it's been around so long, it still hasn't even reached the peak of maturity yet, and we probably won't see that for quite some time. I think that based on the analysis that I've done and different articles that I've read, we can see Bitcoin to be reaching heights of 10,000, 25,000, 50,000 plus, just depending on obviously scarcity, supply, and demand. And being the fact that there's only going to be 21 million Bitcoins and the amount of Bitcoins is getting less and less, the mining machines are having more and more difficulty when it comes to mining Bitcoin. That's why you continuously see, a lot of the price going up as well. So it's going to skyrocket here, I think, in the next few years. And a lot of people that are going to get positioned today with what we're going to talk about are going to be able to generate lots of money, just not in the aspect of the program, but just also in the aspect of the rising price of Bitcoin. Because what you have to think about, and I want to put this into your head right now, is that the funds that you earn through the Crypto Pro network, what you have to think about is that money, right, those Bitcoins are going to go up in value. So now you've won twice, right? You won on the initial collecting the funds and generating that income, but you also won as well in the back end because of the rising price of Bitcoin. So I just want you to have that in mind. But so let's get into it, guys. I'm going to go ahead and do a screen share here so I can show you exactly what's going on.
And guys, just while Eric is getting ready, I'm monitoring the chat. So for all of you guys that might have some questions, let's leave those towards the end. So at least we'll get Eric finish the presentation and then we'll try to answer them all. Okay.
Cool. Can you see my screen, Luciano?
Yes, I can.
Okay, awesome.
And if you guys can see the screen, just put a quick yes inside the chat so then we can see it, please. Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes, so we're golden. Carry on, Gary.
Okay, cool. Awesome. So I'm going to cover a lot of information, guys. So make sure that either you're taking notes or you come back and you watch this recording, because we are recording it, so that you can fully understand what's taking place inside the Crypto Pro network. And earlier, before this project even really began, the owner, the developers, and myself were having different conversations because we saw a kind of a trend that was taking place in the crypto space. And they wanted to put out a product that was beneficial for people to generate Bitcoin, but also beneficial for people where they can generate income from the platform as well. And that's not, you don't see that too often in pretty much the home-based business industry at all. Usually speaking, you would have to just recruit a lot of people to earn money, or sell potions or lotions or whatever the case is to generate income. And They wanted to be able to have something that would allow people to really just use the platform, use the program, use the software tools that are available to grow their business. And when I say business, business is an aspect of Crypto Pro Network, but also anything else that they're involved in when it comes to the crypto space, whether it's ICOs, whether it's trading, whether it's being able to, build particular opportunities and such. And that's how the Crypto Pro Network was really kind of developed. And I'm going to talk about the software tools now, and then we'll go back over to compensation later, because I believe that the power in this platform specifically lies in the tools that are going to be available to its members. So as you know, there are no links right now. The pre-launch back office, from my understanding, will be available Monday, right? They're still putting all of those things together. So then you'll be able to, create your accounts and all of those things. And if you're building a team right now during this pre-launch situation, then you can go ahead and get all your members involved. But one of the things that we're going to discuss is that it really does have one of a kind income generating tools. So, and we're going to touch on each one of these, right? So you have a crypto traffic algorithm searcher, right? You have a crypto trading bot. Crypto cloud mining is going to come a little bit later, but that's going to be an option as well, where people are going to be able to mine the top currencies in cryptocurrency. So then that way, you're generating, whether it's Bitcoin, Ethereum, Monero, Zcash, whatever it is that's being mined, you're going to be able to participate in that and then generate those currencies as well. You have the crypto ICO examiner, and obviously you can't have a crypto platform without the education about cryptocurrency. Like it's synonymous and you got to have it, right? So that is going to definitely help a lot of people, I think, when it comes to the educational side of really understanding this. A lot of people get attached to the crypto space because of the income potential, which I'm not going to lie to you. There's a lot of money that is generated in the crypto space. Actually, I think it's going to be in the next few years, it's going to definitely be a competitor when it comes to the crypto space, trading side of it, and Forex, right? Because Forex, obviously, as you know, it generates trillions and trillions of dollars. Bitcoin or crypto is not at that level yet, but I think that it definitely will be soon. So that is very, very important. But let's go over the first kind of product here is the crypto traffic algorithm searcher. So if you've ever done anything on Google Chrome, right, this is specifically to people that use Google Chrome, which is a lot of people. Most people that get on the internet, they're using Google Chrome. And what it actually does is it actually searches for user keyword engagement on Google Chrome, right? So right off bat, if you're listening to this, you know how powerful this is going to be already. To be able to extract traffic from people that are searching Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, Monero, Zcash, and other cryptocurrencies that are really involved and or searching for a particular, maybe an opportunity or to generate those Bitcoins. Then what it does, it actually confirms the user interest triggered by the amount of keyword interaction. So let's say that someone types in, what is Bitcoin, right? And then they type in, how does Bitcoin work, right? The software is going to then see that information and say, okay, hey, this particular person is very interested in the crypto space, right? We need to send something out to gather their information, right? So you have certain websites out there that get large amounts of traffic, Coinbase, blockchain, several different crypto blogs like Cointelegraph, Bitcoin.org, Bitcoin.com, and those places. It's going to be able to get that information to be able to provide the member very highly targeted traffic when it comes to the crypto space, especially when it comes to Crypto Pro Network. So then obviously that user is presented with a targeted opt-in page, and then the traffic is available to the members of Crypto Pro Network. So I thought that was really, really powerful, mainly because, one, I haven't heard of anything like that before. You know, I've been in this industry for a long time. I've bought tons of traffic, whether it's through Facebook, Instagram, SoloAds, PPC, PPV, right? Any amount of traffic that you could think of, I've probably bought it. And how many times, and I'm going to just ask you guys this, and you can comment in the chat box there. How many times have you purchased traffic or you've gotten traffic that has not necessarily been highly targeted? For a long time, I've bought tons. We got some feedback, but how many times have you purchased traffic is not targeted, right? You end up sending traffic to this individual that doesn't even have a job. You know, so you're sending your business information to someone that's completely uninterested in what you're doing, right? And this is solo ad traffic that was produced and provided to you by a solo ad provider that this is their main, you know, source of income, right? Or on the latter part of that, this person that you bought traffic from is selling an old list, so the traffic is burnt out, and the people that are opting in or looking at the opportunity have got involved with the last 30 businesses that the solo ad traffic provider, the broker, has provided to them, right? Because they built this humongous list and they're just selling stuff, right? Whether it's an affiliate, you know, CPA or whatever the case is, they get your information and they're completely burnt out because they haven't made money in the last 30 programs, right? How many times has it happened to you, right? I mean, let's see some comments.
I see your comments. A lot of people say a lot of time. Stanley, Candice, Terry, Joanne, a lot of people are saying, yes, they see this constantly. And including myself, probably you. I mean, we all did that. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, and it sucks. You know, it gives the industry a bad name because there are a lot of people out there that really want to build large businesses and they want to invest in the good traffic, but they get horrible traffic, and then it starts to affect people mentally because it's like, hey, I'm doing everything, I'm buying this traffic, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, and I'm not getting the results that, you know, I need to be seen. And it's because of those reasons, guys. It's not because you're not doing what you're supposed to do most times, right? It's because if you're buying traffic from a particular individual or a particular solo ad broker, it's because it's just crap traffic, all right? So that is going to allow people to really, really build their businesses when it comes to the traffic aspect of it, where they're going to get access to real good traffic that is going to create ultimately, and I can't guarantee this obviously for anybody, but it's going to create sales. And as we know, sales create Bitcoin or cash or whatever it is that you want to convert it to, right? Which means more for you. So when I saw that, I instantly got excited because it said, okay, these guys are doing something that is going to change the industry, not only the crypto space, but it's also going to change the home-based business industry because it's going to allow people to get some serious traffic solutions to a lot of people's problems in this industry. So that's huge, guys. I don't know about you, but that's huge. So we're going to talk about the next product.
Eric, sorry to interrupt today. I've seen a couple of people asking me if you could make the slide bigger and put it in full screen.
Yeah. Let me see if I could do that. Hold on one second.
Yeah, just a little bit above. Hey, there you go.
Okay, there we go. Let's scroll all the way down here. We're going to come back to that stuff.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So we talked about the traffic algorithm searcher. All right, now here's another major thing when it comes to the crypto space. We know that ICOs are what's called initial coin offerings. There's a lot of potential there for a lot of people to earn lots of money. Only because when an ICO comes out, usually they come out at a very low price, maybe a penny or less. And then once they get onto an exchange, they go up in value. Maybe they go up in value 100%, 500%, maybe 1,000%. It just really depends on what's backing that particular ICO, what their technology is, what kind of influence and marketing and such that takes place with that particular ICO. We probably saw some things. You probably may even be familiar with the ICO that started probably like a month or two ago was Electroneum, right? Hopefully I said that right. I always mess up the name, but Electroneum. And we saw that Electroneum produced over $40 million when it came to the ICO stage, right? Now they're still doing some things. They're still working on their development and stuff like that. And I don't want to talk too much about Electroneum, but that's just an example of an ICO. So what Crypto Pro Network is going to do is that they have actually it's already in development and it's working right now. I kind of saw it a little bit, but the ICO Examiner. So what it actually does is searches the open source database for upcoming coins in development. So a lot of the coins, they're placed on GitHub and other open source platforms that allows people to see kind of what's taking place. And it's going to search for that. And then it's going to alert the members with the ICO data. So you guys are going to know it first before anybody else, before it hits the markets, before people start promoting it, before anything. You're going to get that information first. And then if it does have an affiliate kind of bonus setup to where you can generate more coins or you can generate Bitcoin or wherever the case is from that particular ICO and it's offering, then a funnel is going to be created from the development team for the members. For then that way you can access that information, use that branded funnel, particularly for you, that's going to add an additional bonus, whatever they're offering in that particular ICO. Because some ICOs, they offer more coins, right? Some ICOs, they offer Bitcoin. Some ICOs, they may offer an exclusive for, X amount of members involved or whatever the case is, right? And it's going to allow you to be able to get that information first and position it in front of your audience before anybody else knows about it. And I'm not sure about you, but what I've kind of learned in the internet marketing space is that, one, having influence is a major key, but also having the first knowledge on something is very, very powerful, because that knowledge is kind of a leverage point for you, right? You know about it first. You presented it first to this particular person who then goes out and creates in a substantial income based off the information that you provided. So I like that aspect. I like the fact that it's going to search out these ICOs and alert the members first, right? Prior to it going anywhere, alert the members first. So then that way you can utilize the platform and then generate those additionals when it comes to, those coins, wherever the case is. So I'm really excited about that because ICOs, it's made me a lot of money, right? I know it's made Luciano a lot of money because you invest in those coins first. They're very, very low. They go up, they hit the market, and then they have a tremendous value, then allowing you to generate some pretty extremely nice passive income, as I say. So that's another software tool that's available inside of Crypto Pro Network, right? Huge, guys, huge. Now, we talked about the crypto cloud mining situation. And I want you to think about this too as I'm going through this. The whole purpose of Crypto Pro Network was to be basically a one-stop shop for anybody involved into crypto, right? Anybody involved in the crypto is basically going to be a one-stop shop for you because there's companies out there that specialize in money. There's companies out there that specialize, in ICOs. There's companies out there that specialize in trading. There's companies out there that specialize in, scamming people, right? we've seen that like 100 times.
I get pitched on those every single day.
Yeah. There's companies out there that pretty much do everything. But I think what Crypto Pro and their whole basis of this is to be a one-stop shop saying, okay, here you have everything under the same roof. So whatever you want to be involved in inside of the crypto space, you can do it right here inside of Crypto Pro Network. So the cloud mining is something that's coming down the road soon, and it's going to be available to the members. As I mentioned before, you're going to be able to mine some of the top currencies on the exchanges today, right? We're not talking about currencies that are not on the exchange. We're talking about currencies that already have value that you're going to be able to mine. That, I'm going to tell you guys a little secret. When it comes to the crypto space, right? You could be selling products and services for crypto, which is cool. You can be trading when it comes to crypto. That's cool too. A lot of money is generated in the mining space. A lot of money is generated in the mining space. So being able to have that available to his members is very, very powerful. Very powerful. Because now you have, you already have the income side that's coming in from being able to provide this product and service to people that are interested. But now I've already named a couple things here that are going to be able to generate passive incomes for you, right? Passive incomes, guys. And that's where you want to be, especially when it comes to the crypto space, is that you want to be generating any type of cryptocurrency every single day, whether you're awake or you're asleep. And that's how you're going to be able to get to those real nice financial goals that you wanted to be able to get to, that you thought about when you first got involved in this industry, right? You're going to be able to finally do that if you implement all of these solutions that are provided to you. So let's go to the next one here. This is real basic crypto education. I can't really, talk too much about that because it's just, you're going to have education on the cryptocurrencies. You're going to have education on blockchain. You're going to have education on all those different things. And even some of the newer currencies that are built off of different scripts, you're going to get that information too. So that way you can educate yourself and make wise decisions when it comes to these cryptocurrencies. A lot of people are very, very new when it comes to the crypto space. Even though I know a lot, I don't know it all, right? And I'm even going to learn some information when it comes to the crypto space, utilizing this particular, the education side of this. You got to have education, guys. No matter what you're doing, no matter what industry you're involved in, you have to have knowledge of how that particular industry or that particular niche operates. And that's going to definitely be given to you with the crypto education side of this. We launched, it was funny because my business partner and I, we launched an educational platform probably, I want to say it was the beginning of this year. And at the time, I think Bitcoin was, I want to say it was like maybe 700 or something like that. It was really, really low. And a lot of people got involved in that. And a lot of people, earned a lot of Bitcoin. And the ones that held on to it, they're smiling so big right now. It's crazy because they listened to the information that was provided, in there. Specifically, one part where I said, if you earn Bitcoin, hold it, because we're going to see it go huge when it comes to value by the end of the year. And, compared to where it is now, in comparison to where that began, when it was like, I think it was like 500 or 700, those people are smiling huge right now. So you got to have the education. It's very, very important.
And go ahead.
Yeah,
go ahead.
I'm sorry.
I just wanted to touch something about the education. When it comes to the blockchain technology, you guys have to understand that blockchain does not work just at the level of the coins. Okay, blockchain, it is a technology that now has been implemented in the way we do business. I mean, IBM is just implementing blockchains in the diamond industry to track a diamond from when it comes from the ground all the way up when it hits a jewelry store. I was talking to some people here in Panama the other day. Now the Port Authority here in Panama is looking to streamline all their operation for shipping their containers into the blockchain technology. The music industry is moving into the blockchain technology. I mean, the blockchain technology basically is going to take over. I mean, Walmart is looking into that. The Bank of America is. I mean, we're looking at the blockchain to be the next catalyst to replace the existing infrastructure that we have around the world. So yes, we are involved into the crypto space because that's what we're. But blockchain is not just that. It is something way more complex and wonderful than we're going to see all around us. Carry on. Yeah. I just wanted to touch base with that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And, like I said, and this is what you have to remember, for a lot of us, we saw a lot of changes over the years, right? Just think about this for a second. 10 years ago, right? Well, let's go back a little bit more. probably about 20 years ago, right? You didn't have this. You didn't have this. You had a phone, but it looked like a brick, right? You were talking on something this big.
I remember those.
Right. You didn't have being able to you weren't able to walk around with a computer, right? This is a computer, guys, right? This is not just a phone. This is a computer. I can do everything I need to do when it comes to my businesses, when it comes to crypto space, when it comes to anything right off of this device. This is a computer. You didn't have that 20 years ago. And that's the thing about it, is that, what's happening now is it's a change in technology, right? And you just have to be prepared for it, because you don't want to get left behind, because you don't want to change, right? You don't want to adapt to the change. You have to adapt to this change, especially when it comes to your money. Especially when it comes to your money. That's why the banks are so upset right now. And you have people like Jamie Dimon and stuff, talking down about Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, even though they bought a lot of it. That's a whole nother conversation. But, they're talking down about this particular niche because they're losing money. Before, you had to keep your money in the bank. You had to. Where else would you keep it? On your mattress, right? And we saw the development of money even change over the years. Before, everybody had cash, right? Now, everybody has a card. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's just happening in a way that allows people to earn even more money on their money, which a lot of the banks really don't like, because they can't get 300%, 3,000% in a year, right? They keep it. They're not going to give it to you. They're definitely not going to give it to you, right? They keep those profits, and they need your money in order to generate those profits, right? That's what happens in the banking industry. Everybody knows it, right? You're keeping your percentages when you're involved in crypto. You're keeping your percentages, right? Bitcoin Cash yesterday jumped up almost 70%. Almost 70%. Please tell me if you know, I want you to comment, if you know a bank that pays out 70% in a day. Please let me know, because I want to bank there, right? It doesn't.
Me too. Me too.
Right. It just doesn't happen. We saw Bitcoin jump up, tremendous amounts of value this year, right? That doesn't happen in the bank. That's why they're upset, because they can produce those, but they're definitely not giving it to you, because then they wouldn't be able to have control over so many things that they have control over today. Which brings me to the next point of the crypto trading bot, right? Huge, guys. If you are involved in the Forex space, which I'm sure some of you are, you know how powerful this can really be, especially when it comes to the crypto space. And, the crypto markets are volatile. There's no secret there, right? They're very, very volatile. But being able to have a software that can see what's happening using state-of-the-art harmonics and such, when it comes to reading that information, allowing its members to enter in trades based off of the data that's collected, and then the members get the profits, right? The members get the profits because you're entered in, the price goes up or the price goes down, right? You're entered into the trade, depending on which way it goes, the buy or sell, generating profits for you, right? You're another way that you're generating income using the platform without even selling the platform, right? That's beyond even selling it and receiving the commission side of it, which we're going to talk about here next, right? You're given several options inside of Crypto Pro Network that allow you to do that. And that's what I think is very powerful, and what's going to help a lot of people around the world. We have over 30 countries right now, based off of the data that I've collected, that are positioned and setting up their positions to make this thing go crazy, because they see the power in it, right? They see the power in it. So that's the crypto trading bot. That's it on the far as the product side of it, far as right now, obviously they're going to add more and more stuff when it comes to the product side of things, because you got to have products that are going to really help people in the crypto space. And I think the Crypto Pro Network is doing something amazing here when it comes to being able to do that for people, right? It's going to be amazing.
And so, and just to touch, I mean, guys, to all the group, I mean, we all, if you looked into that network marketing space, we all been taught about you need to have multiple stream of income. You need to have multiple stream of income, because if one thing fails, the other you can pick up. Well, now you have Crypto Pro Network. Then, not apart just the commission side, which Eric is going to show now, is offering a bunch of multiple stream of income. You can make money on the ICO. You can make money on trading. You can make money on many things that they go on the mining, and you can make money on many things that they're going to bring up. So even if you bring and you build a small teams, you have the chance to be educated and learn more about these and start making money with other things. And you will see your demeanor will change, because you're going to start involved in cryptocurrency. You're going to talk about cryptocurrency. You're going to spark conversation. Then people's going to start asking, where are you doing? And then you're just going to show them, where are you doing? So, I mean, we are in a very, very unique moment, especially with Crypto Pro Network. And I know that most of you says, oh, I heard that from AYZ company and so forth. I don't want to mention any name. At the moment, you're going to see a lot of company coming out. Some of them are good, some of them are pure scam. So you need to start learning what are the things that you need to look at it to be able to, move away the bad ones from the good ones. And me and Eric, we're going to help you with this. But Eric, carry on for the presentation, so that for those that don't know, they can see what the Crypto Pro Network offers when you bring in members in.
Right. And, so obviously I was excited about the products, guys, because, like Luciano said, it gives you options, right? And I like to be able to give people options when it comes to building their business. And it's mainly because, I have options when it comes to just my life, right? Now I have choices, guys. Before, I used to do things in my life because I had to do them, right? Nowadays, if I want to sit in my pajamas all day and watch TV, I can do that, right? If I want to hop on a plane and just go somewhere, I can do that, right? And choices, I think, just gives you a better quality of life. Just being able to decide what you want to do, right? So it's very, very powerful. Love the products. What I love also is this compensation plan, guys. I've seen some very powerful compensation plans that when you looked at them and said, man, this is a great compensation plan, is lacking something here or there. I've looked at compensation plans that were pure crap. I've looked at compensation plans that were paying out way more than the company could afford. And I know that it was just a matter of time before they ended up going out of business. And most of them do. But this particular compensation plan and the way that it's written, I think that it's going to be something that is going to set a standard when it comes to the market, right? When it comes to the home-based business industry, when it comes to what people are looking for and generating additional income, right? So we're going to talk a little bit about the compensation plan at different levels and how you can get involved right when it's time to. Because remember, guys, all of this is in pre-launch, right? The pre-launch will start Monday, where people will be giving links and you'll be able to go ahead and create your accounts and everything there. One other thing that I want to definitely throw out there is that during the pre-launch phase of Crypto Pro Network, before they go live with the products, I don't know exactly the date. I wasn't given that information, but you still will be able to earn income on your teams and such. So that's the information that I was given. Because they want people to be able to generate income, show results and things of that nature, while they're getting the product side of things together and complete it and present that for an official launch where everything will be done for people. So let's get right into this. And I don't know what happened with my PDF. So if you see these little white lines or whatever, something happened, but whatever. the commission structure is set up to where you get paid multiple times a day with a one-click withdrawal. So every time that you cycle through the matrix and you generate income, all you have to do is click a button and you can withdraw your funds. There's no limit on cycle bonuses. So you can cycle on through the matrix and complete the matrix as many times as you want, no matter how many times. So if you complete it once a day, right, it's once a day and you can withdraw those funds. If you complete it 100 times a day, you complete it 100 times a day and those funds are available to you. You can earn up to 140% through all the levels because there are 6 levels. There's 6 levels deep. It's a 2x2 matrix and it's 6 levels deep. So you can actually earn through the entire organization from tier 6 all the way up to tier 1. And we're going to talk about that. There's no sales qualifications, right? Now, I want to talk about this a little bit because the way the compensation plan was written as a matrix, since it is a 2x2, it has a forced matrix setup. So meaning that, let's say that, for example, Luciano, he has 4 people. I'm just going to say 4, but he's put 4 people in his organization. And he needs 2 more people to actually close out that particular tier for him to cycle to get paid. It will see at the upline and the downline where the space is available based off of those 2 individuals working, and it will place people in his organization so then he cycles. So technically speaking, and I just want to be very clear when I say this, I'm not telling people to do this. I don't want people to do this, but this is an aspect of the compensation plan and how it's written. You technically don't have to generate any sales for yourself because you will get spillover from the other individuals in your organizations. Again, I'm not telling people to do that. I don't want people to do that. I want you to go out and work your business and be in control of your income. But that is a structure of how the compensation plan is written. There is real spillover. So once it fills up and someone else is coming in, if there's an empty spot there on your particular platform, it's going to put them there, right? And it's going to keep putting people there until it's full and it cycles. So that's one of the benefits. I do like that aspect to a degree, but at the same time, I've been in this industry a long time. I know what some people are going to do, right? They're going to get involved, sit there, and then don't do anything and expect money to just fall out the sky. I don't want people to do that, right? Do not do that, guys. I want you to really go out and build your businesses because when you build your business and you have people involved and everybody's working together and income is being generated, right, it shows everyone else what's really, really possible. So, all right. Yeah, it popped up. So that is, the qualification, right? On the sales side, you don't have to generate any personals, but you can. Also, what is very, very powerful is the follow your sponsor always. So let's say, for example, Luciano decides that he wants to get involved at the highest level inside of Crypto Pro Network. And I'm not at that level yet, right? He's my sponsor. I'm not at that level yet. And I decide, okay, now that he's there, I want to make sure that I'm at that level too, so I don't miss any of that spillover. Even though he went there, well, let me rephrase that. If I went there first at the highest level and Luciano was at a level lower than me, even though he's my sponsor, once the cycle is complete, I will fall right back under him at the highest level when he decides to upgrade. Right? So if I'm at the 10,000, he's at the 5,000. We'll talk about those levels here in a few minutes. And I decide to upgrade, and he hasn't done so yet. When he does, I'll still fall back under him and have that position in that particular matrix. So then it would complete his cycle and he would still get paid from it. So I thought that was pretty cool because once someone's tied to you, they're tied to you. That's it. So that's a real good. So like I said, even a lazy couch guy can make money. I don't like the lazy couch guy, but it's true, right? It's true. This is something else that is away from the compensation plan, guys. This is just something that I couldn't even believe it when they told me on the phone. They said, hey, one of the things that we're going to do is that we're going to give people an extra bonus on top of everything else that we're doing for them, is that they're going to be able to earn from the reseller, right? So there's a $25 reseller. I'll just talk a little bit about the reseller fee, because a lot of people don't understand it. But that's just for the company or whatever the case is. The company makes money. You're right. And owning a lot of different platforms, that reseller fee is important, because that pays for servers, that pays for a development team, that pays for the programmers, that pays for all of these things that kind of take place, and allows the company to get into the black when it comes to generating profit. And the more profit that a company makes, the more that they can invest when it comes into their members and the software and updating information and such of that nature. So the reseller is very, very important. A lot of companies charge a reseller, right? Some charge it up front, some charge it on the back end, right? You don't see it. But the reseller is very, very important. It's a license, right? It allows people to go ahead and be able to offer these products and services to other people. What they're going to do is that they're going to give you $10 for all directs instantly, right? You don't have to complete a certain amount of matrix cycles or anything like that. If you put in one person, you're going to get $10 just because, right? Which is cool. And the reason why it's cool is because I know that there's going to be some people that decide that they want to get involved and they just don't have the funds, right? They just don't have the funds. Here's where the follow your sponsor side becomes very, very important. For those people that don't have the funds, right, to get to the first level, and we'll talk about the first level here in a second. Let's say that they just don't have it. They activate their account, they pay their $25 reseller, right? They decide, okay, well, I'm going to utilize the startup bonus to then pay for my first level, so then that they're paying out of their profits, not out of their pocket, because maybe they just don't have the funds. They can then use those funds from the $10 from 10 people, activate their first level, and then they will still be the sponsor of those 10 people that they put in because of the follow your sponsor, right? And then all of those people then will fall down into the measures that they're supposed to. So it allows people to generate quick capital, very, very quick, just off of the $10 bonus off of that. And then they can use that, when it comes to activating their first levels and such, or whatever the case is, if they don't have it. If you have it, just go ahead and get to the highest level that you can. So then that way you're not missing anything, right? That's my recommendation. And we're going to go over the levels here in just a few minutes. First level is a $100 network center, right? And obviously it's 6 levels deep. So let's just say, for example, this is you, right? You're the guy with the glasses right here. And you get involved in the first level, right? You pay your $100, you pay your $25 reseller, you're ready to go. And you start marketing and you start putting people in, right? Once that cycle is complete, you're going to generate $225 that's paid out to you, right? So it's basically you make $100 off of your investment, right? Which is cool. Like anytime that you're making money, I think it's somebody in the chat. Sorry about that. But anytime that you're making money off of your investment, that's always a positive, guys, right? That's how I look at things. If I make money off of this, right, then it's great. So you earn $225, right? Now let's say that these individuals here, they start getting busy, right? They start putting people in, and you're the one of your people is this lady right here, right? She is busy. She starts putting people in, right? She cycles at the 225, right? Which means that she got to pay out. You get $50 just because, right? You didn't do anything extra, right? What you did do was you introduced that individual. She got busy. She cycled. You get $50, right? Let's say one of her people, right, gets busy, cycles, and pays out and gets the payout of 225. Now you get $15 from that person. So now you have $15 from this person, you have $50 from this person, plus you already cycled 225, right? You're adding an additional $75 to that 225 that you generated, right? These people's people, right, gets to work, right? They start in the cycle all the way down here through 6 levels. At the highest level, at the 6th level, you're going to get $2 from that individual. And that could be somebody way down in an organization and that you're building. It could be way down there. You're still getting $2 from that person, right? And you're probably sitting here thinking like, hey, that's actually pretty cool that you're going to get a total. If you look at it, you're going to get a total about $400 from all the way down through 6 levels, right? Just off of the first level. Remember, you only put in $125, right? It's paying you out a total of $400 all the way down through 6 levels. How many times is that going to happen per day, right? I don't know about you guys, right? But when I see something like that where you're generating passive income, because this is passive, the 50, the 15, the 5, the 3, and the 2, that's all passive income, guys, right? Because this off of the organization that you built, right? And that happens on the regular. Let's say that it happens once or twice a day, all right? And you're generating $800 a day just off the first level, right? This is just the first level. We hadn't even got to the major income yet, right? This is just the first level, guys. So I want you to keep that in mind as we go through these levels of making sure that you're at the highest level because of the payoff. All right. Now, remember I said that there's spillover, right? Let's say that you're this person here and your sponsor's putting people in or whatever, and you have an empty spot. That empty spot's going to get filled. And if you're at the point where you're going to cycle, you'll cycle. You'll still generate the 225. Your sponsor gets the 50, right? So not only is it beneficial to help your team members out morally, right? I believe that you should help your team members out morally, but you should also, there's a financial benefit to it as well, right? Because you're getting the $50 from that individual that's a part of your organization, right? Which is huge, guys. It is huge. You start talking about massive, massive income that's being promoted or that's being generated from this particular platform, right? And that's just $100, right? $200 level. Same situation, you get $450, right? As a sponsor, you get $100. As the sponsor, you get $30. As a sponsor, you get $10, all the way down to $4, right? I'm not gonna keep saying that because it's gonna tie my tongue up. Sponsor, right? But you get the point. It goes all the way down to $4 that you're gonna receive, right? You're talking $800, $800 off of a $200. Now, here's where it's even more powerful, guys. Is because you only paid $100. Remember, because you activated the first level, you cycled. You're not paying out of pocket anymore, right? You would never, if you go through each one of these stages, you would never have to pay out of your pocket again if you choose not to, right? You can invest that and then build each level based off of the profits that you take. Right? It just costs you $100. You cycle, you got 225, right? You put the 200 into the second level, you cycle it again, you generated 450. Right? Generated 450. Plus the other money that you've already made off of your directs and everything else. Right? Do the math, guys. It starts to add up really, really quick. And you start getting to those, what I'm getting ready to let you in on a secret. When you want to start generating those high income months, those high 5-figure months, right? You have to do 4 figures every single day. If there's 30 days, right? And there's 30 days or 31 days, you have to do a minimum of 4 figures a day, right? A minimum of 4 figures a day. And this is going to help you do that if you utilize everything that's being given to you. $500 level. Now we're talking about the 4 figures, guys. You're generating $1125. 1125 on complete cycle. A lot of the people that are going to come into your organizations from the first level and second level, right, they have the funds because they've generated it. It's about reinvesting and increasing it to get to the next level of generating 4 figures a day. Now you're talking 30 grand a month, right? And that's just on the first tier cycle. Second tier, third tier, fourth, all the way down to the 6th tier, where all of those individuals that are part of your organization and they're cycling, whether they're on the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, or 5th, or 6th, you are generating money for that without doing additional work, right? Without going out and putting in large teams, right? You don't have to sign up 500 people direct. You don't have to sign up 10,000 people direct, right? Now you're generating that income passively. So very powerful. We get to the magic numbers here. This is where what I call the magic numbers, right? Because you're seeing some major income here, guys. You're talking $2,225 on the first tier cycle, right? On the first tier cycle, and that's not even including the other levels of where you're generating passive income. All right, you're getting $500 off of tier 2 because someone in your organization cycle, right? Now, you're not paying this, and I'll just be very clear on this. It's not member to member, direct, or anything like that. You don't have to do any of that stuff. All of that's taken care of for you by the company, right? So they're actually paying out these funds, right? So you don't have to keep track of all of this stuff like, oh, do I need to send money to this person or that person? No, you don't have to do anything, right? All of that's being handled by the company. So that way, everything's being done the correct way, the way it's supposed to be done, right? Because when you start talking about thousands and thousands of dollars, I'm sure a lot of people can handle that and they know, how to keep their books and everything straight, but it's so much easier just to have somebody else do it, right? In my opinion, anyway, it is just so much easier. Just let them do it. I'll just hit the button when I want to get paid from it, right? Now, all of this is paid to you in Bitcoin, right? Remember what I said earlier as we started this is that you're generating Bitcoin in these dollar amounts. Remember, the price of Bitcoin, well, right now it's gone down, but the price of Bitcoin is going to go up, right? The price of Bitcoin is going to go up. So you won twice. You won off of this situation financially, plus you're going to win off of the price of Bitcoin going up. This is huge, guys. This is huge, right? $2,000 level. Again, you're using your profits, right? Unless you have it. If you have it, go all the way in, right? That's what I'm doing anyway, right? And we'll talk about that. But go all the way in so you're not missing anything, right? But if you just want to do it from your profits, okay. Now you're getting $4,500 on the first tier, $4,500. I just want you to think, and the reason why I want you to think about this is because I've done this of generating, 5 and 10 and, high 5-figure days. You're talking some life-changing income here, okay? What if you did that every day, almost $5,000 a day? What if you did that every day? All right, I just want you to picture that. You get off of work on a Friday. You got your paycheck for the week. You realized that you cycled every single day for the past week, generating almost $5,000 a day, generating almost $35,000 for the week. What effect would that have for you on your life? What effect would that have for you on your life? I just want you to think about that for a second. Let's get in the moment, right? Let's get in the moment and let's think about that. You're talking life-changing situation financially, all right? I've done it, guys. I'm telling you from experience. You wake up and it's like, oh, man, I just earned someone's 1 year salary at their job. Just think about that. Let's go to the next next level, 3,500. All right, you just cycled from the last one, right? Again, this is that magic number, right? 3,500. This is that magic number. You're generating almost $8,000 on the cycle. 78.75 that's paid out to you. 78.75, almost $8,000. Right? The numbers start getting ridiculous, you know, and you know, we can kind of go through all of that, but you know, what I want you to pay attention to as well are the tiers, right? Are the tiers, because the tiers combined with your own effort is what's going to really get you there, right? That's what's going to really get you to those 5-figure days are the tiers plus your own effort, right? Amazing. 5,000, you're getting 11,250 on tier 1. You just earned someone's 2-month salary off of one cycle. Someone's 2-month salary off of one cycle. What if you did that every day? Now you're talking what? A doctor or lawyer's salary for the week, right? Right. So, you know, I just want, and the reason why I'm getting excited, guys, is because I just know what's waiting for you guys. I know what is going to come. I know that a lot of people are going to get in this and just crush it. I know that a lot of people are going to take it very seriously and go after these very, very high incomes because they want to change their life. They want to be able to, you know, collect all of that in Bitcoin. And then again, Bitcoin price is going up, right? Bitcoin price is going up. So you're talking, what's that, Luciano? Almost two Bitcoin in value, right?
Yeah.
Almost two Bitcoin,
yeah.
Right? Almost 2 Bitcoin. You know, so very good, guys.
And imagine that. Okay, so now the Bitcoin went down a little bit. Okay, it's going to come back up. So imagine now 2018. The prediction is that by the end of 2018, Bitcoin can reach $25,000. I mean, you just double it again. Okay,
yep.
and then again it's going to be up. I mean, the prediction in the next 3 to 4 years, Bitcoin can reach 100,000, 200,000. I mean, guys, this is. I watched a video from a Chinese guy that has so much Bitcoin, and he was saying, and I'll let you finish, Eric. He just say, for everybody, just to own 1 or 2 Bitcoin and put them on the side and forget about it.
Yep.
When that Bitcoin is going to reach those numbers, everybody's becoming a billionaire. So
yep.
That's all. I wouldn't just put that seeds in your head. Go ahead, Eric.
Oh yeah. This is the level. This is what I call the ballers level, right? This is the ballers level right here.
This is the mind-blowing level.
This is the mind-blowing level, guys. This is the 10,000, right? Most likely you will see me there, and you're talking 22,500 on a cycle. I don't even know what to say as far as this level. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. You're talking a total and bonuses, right? I just want you to think about this for a second. You're down here, right, on tier 6. You're getting paid from someone on tier 6 $200 that you don't even know because of how the organization built, because of how you built your team or whatever. All your team cycling. All right, you're getting $5,000 as the sponsor for someone else that cycles on this level. All right, $5,000.
And you haven't done nothing.
And you haven't done anything, right? So just keep all of that in mind, guys. I know some people, they're looking like, man, that's 10,000 though. I get it. You know, I totally understand. You know, there are going to be people, right? I've already talked to a few. They're coming in at the 10,000 already. I already know they are, right? They're coming in at the 10,000 already. They're doing all the levels, you know, because they believe in what's happening and they want to be a major part of that. So,
Eric, I got a question here from Ann Diaz. Is she asking what is auto reentry?
All right. So I'm glad she asked that question. Great question. Auto reentry means that once you complete the cycle, the system automatically takes another position for you. You don't have to pay for it. It doesn't come out of your pocket or anything. It automatically enters you back into that spot. So then you're able to now. That's what I want you guys to think about too. Is with the auto reentry. Once you cycle, it gives you another spot automatically, and then you can cycle again, right? So essentially, there's no limit on the percentage of ROI that you can get off of each particular level each time you cycle. Each time that a cycle is complete, the system automatically puts you in another spot without you coming out your pocket. You would never have to come out of your pocket again if you don't want to. So that's what auto reentry is.
Yeah. Okay. Carry on.
Yeah. So I mean, and that's pretty much it, guys. I mean, I explained the 2x2. 2x2 is yours plus 2 plus 2, right, equals 6, and that's that. So it's very, very simple as far as the matrix setup. It's not one of these matrices that's like you got to have a 3x10, so you need 500,000 people to cycle, right? It's very simple. Anybody can cycle, right? Obviously, because you have a lot of factors working for you. You have the spillover, you have the follow your sponsor, right? You have the bonuses that are available on immediate instant startup that people can use that. And I just think that it's very powerful. I think that the 2x2 is one of the fastest producing matrix setups I think that I've probably kind of even seen out there. Because you have some of these that are really huge. Like it takes, I remember it was this one a long time ago that I was involved in, and it was I want to say it was a 3x10 or 3x15 or something like that. And it's like, man, you need, 2,000 people to get paid off of this, And it's like and some companies do that because they know that the average person is not going to sponsor 2,000 people, right? So that's just money for them. And the way that this is set up is really set up for the members, right? It's a 2x2. So, most people can share this information. Most people can share this information and be fine. But my computer is getting ready to die, Luciano. Give me 1 second. Let me grab the
just put the power cord because get some question coming in. Okay, so
I'm gonna stop my screen share here.
Okay, go for it.
All right.
Okay, so Candice, she's asking if we are gonna have more Zoom team. Yes, we're gonna have more Zoom team. Just remember, then we are on a pre-launch, so even the presentation is gonna change as Eric is gonna get more information from the owners. We're going to adjust the presentation and we're going to give it inside the groups for all you guys to use it. And then who else is asking question? When Mark is asking, when does the company go public? Well, we've been told then Monday, as a point during the day Monday, we start getting the first link to sign people up. And myself and Eric, we're going to start trickling these links down. That means then you guys can take all your people and start putting and position themselves. So it doesn't mean that you have to pay right away, but at least you get position, okay? Now, when it's time to pay, myself and Eric, we're going to advise you. And then now Lashandia, she's asking, so does everyone start $100 level or can people start whatever they want to? Eric, I'll leave that to you.
Yeah, everybody starts at the $100 level. And then from there, you can, go to whatever level you want, but everybody starts at the 100. Like I said, what I recommend is that if you have the funds and you have you really believe in, your ability and the company and all of those different things, go to the highest level that you can, because there's going to be a lot of people that get involved. As you saw, there's over 30 something countries that have this on their list, so to speak. And They are, and actively trying to get people involved and such. And once those pre-launch links come out, you're going to see a lot of people get involved. So you don't want to miss out on that spillover, right? Just as a recommendation, not, telling people what to do or whatever. You do what's comfortable for you. And I would just go to the highest level that you can. But yes, everybody starts at the 100. So.
Okay, so now I got the question from Monique. As we move to different levels, are we still in the previous one?
Yes.
Yes.
That's the auto reentry. So with the auto reentry, let's say that, you get started at the 100, or let's say you got started at the 100, the 200, and the 500, and you cycle on each one of those. You automatically get that position back on each level. And if you go to the next level, right, and cycle through that, then, you get what I'm saying? So even though you cycle, you stay in that position each time after your cycle. It automatically puts you right back there. So that way, you're not missing any funds. All right. It's very important that you don't miss any funds. And then obviously, because of the way that the platform is set up with the follow your sponsor, you want people to, you have to have some integrity, right, with it. So
yes.
That's why that's set up. Yeah.
Now, Louis is asking, is there a marketing system? Well,
yes, there will be a marketing system for sure. Yeah.
Now, remember, Louis, as well as the traffic generated by the platform, and that's part of that. And myself and Eric, we will do also little trainings inside the group for the team, to show you how to market. But I mean, just the information alone with the presentation we're doing today is powerful enough that you can share it with other people. Dan, yes, there will be a recording. I will post it later once I finish this call. We're gonna have to get the recording ready. Then I will get it posted into the group. And she's asking, would it be possible to cash out those earned Bitcoin money in our local currency, like spendable cash? Yes. There are some debit cards out there today, like BitPay is one of them, that you can put Bitcoin on it and you can go to an ATM and retrieve cash, especially for you guys in the States. I mean, there are so many Bitcoin debit cards out there that you can take, let's say, one Bitcoin and put it on the debit card, and then you just go to an ATM and take cash out. Or I use it. I use it here. There you go. That's BitPay. Yeah. I use it for gas, grocery. I pay my electricity. I pay my phone. I use it for everything. However, my advice to you, if the Bitcoin is going to go up, 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 and up, don't spend all your Bitcoin. Just try to keep them because it's going to be worth more.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, done. All panels are back. Great for shooting. Okay, I'm just looking through the call. Can you show the list of people that attend this call? I don't know why Dan is. Dan, I'm going to talk to you about later. You might want to go through the disclaimer just to make everybody.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we need to cover that part.
Okay, 1 second. Let me share screen. Let's make this big again. All right. So, company disclaimer. Where is it? So I'm just going to read this directly off of what it says here. It says we make every effort to ensure that we accurately represent these products and services and their potential for income. Earning and income statements made by our company and its customers are estimates of what we think you could possibly earn, and all income claims are documented and proven. However, there is no guarantee that you will make these levels of income, and you accept the risk that the earnings and income statements differ by individual. All right. So in layman's terms, these are potential numbers based off of the platform and how it works and your ability to make it work. Right? Because if you decide that you want to just get involved, sit on the couch and turn on the TV, right, and just watch TV for the rest of your life or however long, that's completely your choice. And I can't tell you that you're definitely going to make money in that fashion, right? So that's, basically what it's saying. It's saying that, you have to put in the work, put in the effort, utilize what is given to you So then that way you can push yourself to reach those levels of income. All right. So as with any business, your results may vary and will be based on your individual capacity, business experience, expertise, and level of desire. There are no guarantees concerning the level of success you may experience. The testimonials and examples used are exceptional results, which do not apply to the average user / purchaser and are not intended to represent or guarantee that anyone will achieve the same or similar results. Each individual's success depends on his or her background, dedication, desire, and motivation, right? Basically the same thing I just said. There's no reassurance that the examples of past earnings can be duplicated in the future. We cannot guarantee your future results or success. There are some unknown risks in business and on the internet we cannot foresee, which can reduce results. We are not responsible for your actions, right? The use of our information, products, or services should be based on your own due diligence, and you agree that our company is not liable for any success or failure of your business that is directly or indirectly related to the use and or purchase of our information, products, or services. So, it's a basic disclaimer, like all companies out there should have, because nobody can guarantee that you're going to win, guys. You have to be a participant in your success, right? You have to be a participant in your success. If you're not participating in your success, the likelihood of you getting there is very, very slim. So that's basically what it's saying.
Basically, guys, you have to think this like a brick and mortar business. This is your business. So you would have to be working your butt off. I'm sorry to say the word, but unless you don't work it, you're not going to see that much result. I mean, just look at me and Eric, what we're doing. Since we're jumping on this, we're working around the clock. We're trying to put content together. We put in funnels and we're sending emails. We're talking to people. We're doing the webinar. This is the work. This is the type of work. Once the link is up, you have a responsibility to share the word, to share that message out. We will be here to help you. We can jump on, and we're going to be doing more Zoom calls so that you can invite. You will get our support, but you will be the master of your own domain. So you need to go out there and take care of this part because we cannot do it for you.
Right, exactly. And having experience in building teams and have built large teams, from my own systems to other people's systems to other companies and such, I can tell you this, from my experience, I know that most people want success, financial success. Like they dream about being able to pay their house cash. They dream about being able to have the sports car or the family car. They dream about being able to have, be able to afford those fancy vacations. They dream about all of the things that they see online presented by other people. I also know that a large percentage of people don't do the work necessary to get those things. And once you make that decision, right? There was a song by Drake. He said, in one of the choruses, he says, I made a decision that I would die for it. Right. He was, talking about his career and everything like that, which he has a very successful career. You have to make that decision when it comes to building your business, regardless of whatever business it is. You have to make that decision that you are going to be successful. You are going to do the work necessary. You are going to get across several people. You are going to become the person that when people think of your niche, in this case, Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, et cetera, your name comes to thought, right? When you become that person, then that's when you will see the success. And when you utilize the software tools and you utilize the traffic and all the different things that's being presented to you by Crypto Pro Network, and along with the marketing system, which is going to be, if they're putting all of this together, just imagine what the marketing side of it's going to be. If you utilize everything, right? You take action right when those links are being provided and you get busy right then and there. When this company decides to turn on the back office Monday, you need to be one of the first people that fill out that information and have your account set up. And you need to be one of the first people that get this across Facebook or Instagram or YouTube or however way you choose to do it. You need to be the first to do it. because then that way you have a higher chance of creating your success story. You have a higher chance, guys. So that's all I had. I want to thank you guys for taking the time out to hop on here and listen to what's taking place, to listen to what Crypto Pro Network is putting together, to be involved in this. Because I promise you, if you decide not to get involved, you're going to be kicking yourself in about 6 months. You're going to be kicking yourself in about 6 months. So
I'm going to close with the things. Guys, we got an opportunity of a lifetime. Okay, Eric has told that many, many times. No one on Facebook knows it. No one on YouTube knows it. I did some research, right? I mean, I proved it. I went on Google and did some research. Nothing came out. So this is virgin territory. In the next few weeks, when this is going to go live, people are going to go just nuts. It's going to go all over the internet. So now if you're looking at other companies that are out there, they're all over the place, they're in different countries. So now I have a couple of guys that are in Australia and different parts of the world. Guys, you have an entire territory for yourself. So what I'm saying, you are on the very top of this scale with me and Eric is right beside the owner. There is nobody else. So imagine as well what we can produce. So number one, you're going to get the spillover. And on top of that, you're getting information straight from the horse mouth. Okay. Yeah. So I've been in this industry for 10 years, and I probably have seen an opportunity just twice. And this is my second time that I've been on the very top with the leaders, with the owners. When sometimes people pull the trigger, there is already thousands and thousands of people into it. And that's how you see, I don't know if you see those shows and people goes on stage and they share in the car, they're those are the guys who took that chance, okay? Yeah. I mean, there is no guarantee. The income disclaimer here, there is no guarantee. But I mean, to all honesty, would you rather kick yourself in the teeth and say, oh, I should have done that, or just pull the trigger for a few $100s and try? I mean, the decision is up to you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. But thanks again, guys. Thanks for hopping on. Thanks for listening to us.
Bye, everybody.
Have a fantastic day.
Have a good Sunday. I'm going to post the webinar recording later, so then you guys can all have it. All right. God bless you all. Bye.
Bye.